Today we are walking from Pendeen Head to St Just along the southwest coast path, and we've parked for free at St Just car park, which is really rather wonderful, and now we're going to look for the bus stop. In fact, the bus stop is right next to the car park and it's going to Lower Boscaswell, which is what we want, so absolutely brilliant. So we got off the, was it the 4?
Yeah, the number 4.
The number 4 bus at Lower Boscaswell. And we're now going to walk down to Pendeen Head and walk down to St Just and back to the car in the free St Just car park. Geevor tin mine. According to Geevor.com, this is a real tin mine which hasn't changed much since the day it closed in 1990. The mine has been on this site for hundreds of years, since at least 1791, if not before. It had to close, unfortunately, as the tin mining industry became unsustainable. It cost more to extract the tin than to sell it. It looks like a brilliant day out for the whole family to explore the mine buildings, including an underground mine. You can even pan for gems. In front of us is Pendeen Lighthouse, which we're not going to go to today as we covered that in a previous walk. We are going to go to the Pendeen headland and then turn left and walk to St Just, and we're going to be walking past quite a few tin mines today. We're on holiday.
Right, this is now the path proper.
Excellent. Levant Mine Arsenic Works. That's really sad. I've just read this and people used to scoop that off, scrape it off by hand. My word, that must have shortened their lives. How horrible. I have to be honest, I'm not quite sure where Geevor mine ends and Levant mine starts. The Levant mine is now owned by the National Trust and is part of the Cornish Mining World Heritage Site. The restored 1840s beam engine runs on steam, so maybe we'll see that in a minute. And it can be seen on pre-booked tours. That sounds really exciting. Maybe another time, because we're on a walk today. But if I can get a photo of it, I will. Yes, we found it. It looks like this is the restored 1840s beam engine that runs on steam. So there's the Geevor tin mine, which we passed. And then there's the Trewillard bottom mine ruins at the bottom. There's the arsenic chimney. And now we're at the Levant mine and beam engine, and now we're going to continue with the southwest coast path. So this is Botallack mine. I have seen many photos of this mine over the years. It looks really lovely, showcasing a bygone era. Apparently, according to the National Trust, some of Poldark was filmed here. Kenidjack Castle, an Iron Age fortification. According to cornwalls.co.uk, you can just make out the remains of a triple ditch defence line. It looks as though it was constructed using granite rocks rather than earth embankments. Cape Cornwall. According to discoveringbritain.org, this was once thought to be the most westerly point of England, but it is now considered to be Land's End. Cape Cornwall does jut out into the sea as if it's competing for first place. There is a chimney on Cape Cornwall which was built to serve the boiler at the mine, providing power to drive a machine used to haul raw materials up to the surface. This mine closed in 1883 due to foreign competition pricing it out of the market. Fortunately, in 1987 it was bought by Hines to prevent the type of development taking place akin to Land's End. Hines used it to celebrate 100 years to selling soups and beans and then gifted it to the National Trust. The chimney has been allowed to stay as it is used by ships to avoid the notorious Brisson's rocks. Also, the National Coast Guard Institution use it to take advantage of the view, and local volunteers monitor vessels they see and liaise with the Coast Guard if necessary. So that's good. We're just about to go on to Cape Cornwall, and there's a little National Trust car park with a nice, clean, free toilet. Not far from the Hines Memorial, we are stopping for lunch. View from picnic spot. Today I've got some sandwiches made from Vicky's bread. I'll put a link below if you're ever interested in ordering her bread in the Zennor Land's End area. And I have got hummus and tomatoes and spinach and radish. Delicious. So that was a lovely walk, lots of things to look at. And now we're leaving the official southwest coast path to go up another little path, and we're going to walk back to St Just where we've got the car. And then tomorrow we'll start off here to walk to Land's End. Today was a really enjoyable walk with all those tin mines to look at, and the castle and the Hines Tower Memorial thing. Yeah, so see you next time. Bye.
Mm-hmm.